out, and Happy New Year, and let's get down to it, I guess, eh? We're running out of time here.
Oh, no, don't say that. Don't say that right at the beginning of the meeting. It's not
Just saying, not gonna be too many more meetings about this. Okay, so the normal agenda, the approval of the agenda, is anybody have anything to add to it, or are you happy with the way it is?
Just on the open, right?
Yeah, and any late items? I don't see any. So- Okay, that's good. Thank you. So does that go on an approval, what's it called now? What are we doing?
The approval of the agenda?
Yeah, but I thought, can we do it through a, what do you call
You
it,
can say
consensus?
unanimous
Consensus?
consent, yes.
Yeah.
Unanimous consent?
You just have to practice the words.
Okay, unanimous consent. Does anybody have a problem with it? No, good. That's passed by unanimous consent. Okay, good.
We ended up doing.
Committee practice it on.
Yeah, good committee, that's right. Adoption of the minutes, has everybody had a chance to look through those? I had a quick look at them, I thought they were pretty reasonable. Anybody have an issue? Allison?
Well, I'm just curious. Well, in the first one, I would take a review of the action items. I don't think we want alternative Squamish Nation contacts, I just, information regarding Squamish Nation contacts.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree with that,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, and in the community grant update, Shauna Jennings, manager of community recreation, advised that community fundraising was key, and then Jacqueline Massey going on, advised that, Ben would be, and then Shauna, do we need all that title?
It's not my title.
Are you in the community?
Oh, it's not
For
your
starters,
title.
it's not even my title, but.
I would say it's either or, either you use the title or you use the
Well,
person's
I
name.
guess, they're committee members,
Yeah.
it's not the position
Yeah.
that's making the report, they're the two people that are,
That's actually an
Yeah.
excellent point, I agree.
yeah, so, okay.
Because they are introduced in the committee.
Yeah, and that, yes, we
Well,
get
they're
the title.
committee
Committee and
members,
Yeah.
attendance,
and it's, they're not giving the report as the manager of community
That's correct.
recreation.
Yeah,
They're giving the
They're
report as
representing
a
it as
member of the
their-
committee,
yes.
yeah.
yes, 100%.
So in all three then.
So where was that, the First Nations contact? I remember reading it. Where was it?
Oh, the very first,
I thought that was unclosed though.
no, I'm in the yellow one. Alternative?
Yeah, so it's the first page, Gary,
Oh, it's on the first page.
yeah.
Yeah. So I'll move adoption of minutes as amended.
Right. Second? Oh, I guess we can just do approval by, does anybody object to that?
I think we actually,
I have to-
need
I have
minutes
to approve
approved
that.
by resolution.
Because we've amended them, I
Yeah.
think we have to probably approve those.
Okay, a second. Thanks, Kathy. And all in favor? Thank you, unanimous. And we can move right on to public comments, which we will discard for today. So the action items, and then I'll
Actually,
back.
there was a comment that I
Oh,
was asked to bring forward,
sorry.
it was from Paul Houston. He just said, you guys are doing great, keep on the good work, and thank you for everything.
Oh, what a
He
nice
said,
thing.
and he was sorry he couldn't be here. but-
Yeah.
Oh,
Who
that's
would
very
want
nice
to come
coming
out
from
in this
Paul.
weather if they didn't have
Yeah.
to?
Yeah.
So the action items are on page 6 of 6. You want to fire through those?
Sure,
Or either or, yeah. Sam, have you got some in there?
go for it.
I'm gonna be talking a lot, I think.
Carried was the contact Squamish Nation. Jacqueline Matthews provides the contact info. Any update there?
No.
So I've tried to get a hold of, I'll say them twice.
Oh, yeah.
And I think I'm just gonna have to get a lot more persistent because I left about 5 days between it and it was over New Year's and stuff. So I'm just gonna start hammering him every day.
No.
He's the contact that I got from Chris Corrigan.
He's the
He
best
said-
guy, for sure.
Yeah, he's the guy to talk to.
He
Have
is.
you talked to him?
I have in the past, yeah.
Okay.
And he is on the council, on the Competition
Yeah.
Council, and he is definitely, yeah, the guy to talk to. I mean, he's been the one that we've talked to about the signage and
Yes.
everything else, so, yeah.
Is he the intergovernmental committee member on their council? Because if you go on their website,
they have pictures of all, and they've all got duties.
Okay.
And one of them is intergovernmental, and I thought that might have been Chris Lewis, but I'm not sure.
I don't know if that's his position, I just know he's had a lot of activity with Bowen and through Chris, and he's been doing
Yeah,
some programming here.
So I'm gonna start getting really persistent,
I think that's a great approach.
and,
yeah.
if my persistence doesn't work, maybe we'll throw it back to you, and if you can recognize your name or something like
Well,
that.
and we'll get Chris into it too.
Yeah.
I'm
that's
sure
great.
Chris will
Yeah.
help us with that.
Oh, I'm sure he would,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely, Gary, let's make it happen.
Yeah.
Next few days for sure.
He's probably a little pissed, because Chris gave me the new number probably about,
We're on TV.
well, it's okay. I can say it's bad, did
No.
I? Because Chris gave me his number about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It was way before Christmas, and I didn't get back to him until about a week ago.
Right.
So maybe he just said, hey, I guess he's not too busy. Anyway, let's pursue that again. Super, thank you.
So would that one carry over once
That would
again?
be
Yes, I think so.
Carry forward.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably then touches on number 2 and number 1 of the actions generated at
Yes.
the November 26th meeting as well.
Yeah.
So I'm moving on to number 2 of the November 26th meeting, which is the Family Place in Montessori School follow-up.
So both organizations were invited to a information presentation that Jackie and I did, and I've spoken personally with the teacher at Montessori, and we have a good relationship with Tracy at Family Place, and they're both aware of the project and supportive of it.
How was the participation in that, John?
In
those meetings?
the meeting mostly has been good.
Okay, excellent.
Well, we've been mostly speaking to board members, so we usually go when their meeting's happening anyway, so they're there. I spoke to the Garden Club executive right before Christmas. Jackie's speaking to Rotary next week. I'm at a conference, so I won't be there, but yeah, mostly they've been well received and good feedback. People are excited about it, and most organizations are writing letters of support, which is huge. Some of the people who've been attending the presentations have been counteracting some misinformation that has been
Yeah.
on social media
And then
on our
some-
behalf, like
Oh,
with
good.
but just
Yeah.
them kind of jumping in as members of the public.
That's awesome.
So that's been really positive.
Yeah, that's.
And saying that they have been to a presentation
Yeah.
with us, and this was the information, and maybe.
And how's that coming from community members?
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like championing the
Yeah.
project
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
saying how
perfect.
good it is and this is why it's beneficial for Bowen, and yeah, it was really good to see it.
Carries a lot of weight.
Yeah, it does.
Well, we
Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
I was talking to somebody yesterday, we really have to highlight all those comments and somehow, just get them down, and whether we do it in the undercurrent or, and on the
Well,
website.
we've
Just
got
the
them on the
comments from
website,
people,
yeah.
and I don't know what our legality is, I guess we can,
Well, we asked
somebody
them,
said
so
this
when
is awesome.
somebody says something positive or
Yeah.
they give us like positive feedback and say how awesome it is, what I do is I contact them and say, can we
Yeah.
use this on the website? And we've got a scrolling testimonials thing on the bottom of the front page,
all right.
and it doesn't use their name because I don't think that's great when you
No,
say
no,
that
certainly
names.
not, no.
But it's got the comments, and so it scrolls through like positive comments, and
Yeah.
so it has the snippet snapshots of what people are saying, and so it has all
That's
those
great.
little positive comments, so people can see as soon as they get to the website.
Yeah,
And it's got all these little positive comments so that people
Oh, I
can
like
see
that.
that real people are
Yeah.
supporting the project.
super.
Because I think that's a really
Well, that's
important
key.
thing for us
Very
to
positive,
do.
yeah.
So every time I see those come up, if I can see the person, I contact them and say, hey, can we use this on the
Nice.
website? And nobody said no.
What about another news release or something, saying something like, check out what people are saying about the community center on our website, or?
Yeah, I think, that's a
Yeah.
really good
You
idea.
have something
yeah.
in the
Yeah.
Smile page fairly regularly, don't you?
We do.
Every
yeah, we
week.
try and
Yeah.
put something
Yeah.
Every week there's
yeah.
something
But
in
yeah,
the
try to
page.
focus it on what
But maybe
people are
those
saying.
positive
Yeah.
Yeah,
testimonials,
that's a
maybe
good
that
idea.
could be
Yeah.
See what your
Maybe
neighbors
we
are
do a whole
saying about
newsletter.
it.
On
Yeah.
just the
Yeah.
positive
Yeah.
responses
Yeah.
to date as a push for the
Yeah.
next
Yeah.
Yeah,
days
that's a
or
good
so.
idea.
Yeah, we could do a newsletter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, because that was one of the things in your, what's it, wasn't it? I've forgotten what it's called now, the
Yeah.
little wee
The
thing that you
themes,
sent
the
to us,
themes.
yeah, the
Yeah.
different things, that was one of the,
Yeah.
oh my brain's
One of the
gone.
themes.
You know what I mean, yes,
Yeah.
thank you, themes.
You're a trooper for being here.
I know. Everybody was just like, "Bleh."
Brought back a gift from Mexico.
Yes.
No, no excuse. Jealous.
No, I don't think so.
No.
No,
Alan's been there, done that.
I've been.
Okay, Sam, you want to carry on with the ongoing?
Sure, ongoing considerations regarding grant application, number one, demonstrate support to the facility itself and the programming that will be happening in the facility, demonstrate sustainability, environmental, demonstrate how the facility meets the needs of the population. I think Sean and Jack can speak to 1 and 2 and 3. 2 basically is ongoing, but most of that work is completed actually, I believe.
And I think for 1 and 3, it's a matter of us using information we already have, and just making it sound
Yeah.
articulate.
Yes,
Articulate and interesting and convincing.
convincing is the key.
Yeah,
1 and 3 are in hand, they just need finesse.
yes.
So you want to leave those as ongoing, I guess,
Yeah,
then?
sure.
What
That's
about-
it.
What about 2, Sam?
2 is done.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Perfect, okay, we'll hear about that, that's great.
So it's just 1 and 3 that are ongoing now?
Yeah,
Yes, please.
thank you.
So, I know 2's done, but we keep getting asked about that provincial grant,
Which one?
the one that I sent around ages ago. That James Glade keeps asking
yeah.
about.
What, the passive
deadlines-
house?
The deadline passed though,
I know,
yeah.
but I guess we were getting some pushback that we weren't going for those standards.
You're not going for passive house.
Those standards
Certainly
are
not fast, no.
Certainly,
Okay.
But even just, I get Allison with Allison saying even just enhanced standards, I can't remember what the terminology.
Yeah.
We leave a write-up on that?
I'm just wondering if there's some way to communicate that out as well, because again, it's just education as to why
Mhm.
we're
Okay.
doing what
We
we're
do
doing.
have an FAQ on it. I'm
We did,
pretty
I was
sure,
gonna say we
and
did.
We could enhance that, and we could
Or
also.
if there's a specific
republicize it.
individual or group of individuals that want that communication, we could,
We might want to tease that out, or even just include the FAQ with report to council
Oh,
as well.
okay.
Then it also gets on a
Council's-
public agenda, and I think we'll answer some of the questions anyways.
Okay, so
Yeah,
maybe
there seems to,
we
yeah,
had,
around the Q&A, but there also seems to be,
What was it?
principal has a huge write-up of
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
single
So-
mechanical, electrical.
It was
all
it was
the
Better
things.
Buildings BC.
Right.
Yeah,
So
There
if we
seemed to be
include
a-
that in the
yeah.
report to the council that's coming up on the 14th,
Mhm.
does that make sense? And that-
Yes.
And then to
Definitely.
publicize it, and we'll talk a little bit more about it.
Yeah, I think that's a
And
really good
emphasize it more
idea.
in our, possibly in our
who
newsletter.
do you want to bring that to council by? I mean, we could,
Right, do you want to
Well,
actually have an address
want-
to council
do you-
on that?
do you want principal, the architect, to actually talk about the sustainability measures at council? Is it that
Yeah.
neat?
no, I don't- yeah.
So James actually wrote to the steering committee
Yeah.
on November the 16th, and I don't know that we ever actually received that correspondence as part of an agenda item.
A council agenda?
No, he wrote to,
Yeah, okay.
we didn't put, I don't know that we put it on the November, and I think right after that I sent it off.
I think you replied to
Well,
James, didn't you?
I didn't, I replied because I thought it wasn't eligible,
Right.
but he came back to me and said it would. Hi, Allison, the community center project would qualify.
But wasn't that about 3 days before the grant
Yeah.
deadline?
November 16th, yeah.
I think there was a misunderstanding in there too, that the grant would cover the complete cost of upgrading your building level.
Yeah, but he came back and said, to be clear, the incentive doesn't pay for the building. But, you know, there still seems to be some,
Mhm.
I think, again, it's education. and-
Yeah.
And if it's something that can be addressed as part of.
And I think
the
it should be
council
addressed,
report.
yeah.
And, you know, there might be
Just
a
at a higher-
councillor or
higher
two
level.
who will ask questions of it, and I think it's just
Yeah.
good to.
Yeah.
have
yeah,
it.
Good
so
to have
I
out
think
there.
we need
Yeah.
to think about, we will get those questions,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
So
I
we
think
need to
so.
be
Yeah.
prepared.
And now I am just wondering too, since it was addressed to the community center select steering committee, should we not be responding
Responding.
formally on behalf of the committee?
Yeah.
It was the 16th, yeah, when he sent that email. Thanks Allison for responding to him. But maybe we need to respond with some of this information that we can pull out from principal.
Well, I'm just wondering if Sam could respond on behalf of the steering
Okay, well,
committee,
I
because
do
he's
have-
part of the steering committee.
Yeah, I did send it to you and you did respond to the committee.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a response, I don't know, and then,
Well, it was just to say that we hadn't designed it to pass about standards.
Mhm.
So somebody's gonna wanna say why not.
Yes, why do we have to do that?
Would it be harmful for me to pick up the phone and give this guy a call?
no, no,
Oh,
no.
no.
And
No.
then learn a little bit more and
Yeah.
how to respond appropriately, and if you want something written, say, hey,
Yeah,
happy
yeah,
to
perfect,
provide
that'd
it.
be awesome, Sam.
That's an
Perfect.
excellent
Yes.
number, yeah.
But I think generally it's not just him, you know, that we get that question from
Well, it gets
community
forwarded from,
members
and from other
council
members of
members.
councils,
Yeah.
because he had sent it to council.
We could
too.
do sort of the briefing
Yeah.
note FAQ, here's the
Yeah.
FAQ
Yeah,
for
yeah.
council, but a phone call to understand.
Yeah, I think that'd be fantastic.
We'll do both
Yeah,
of those.
because we've got, we have a climate action committee.
Right.
Is he a member of that committee?
I don't know, he sits on our, no, he
It's
sits
not
on
a
the
meeting.
Maybe not, but,
Yeah,
um,
not sure.
but I know it was forwarded to somebody else sent it around.
Oh, yeah.
So that was the Better Building BC grant
Yes.
that we're discussing, and we're including in the report answers to questions regarding eligibility for it.
Yeah. So I think maybe the minutes need to say the committee received the email from James Clay, the Better Building BC.
Yeah.
But they have to be net zero energy ready building.
And that's just kind of information that the education we have to do, I think.
And I think it's
Yeah.
relevant for the grant application.
All right, so that one's taken care of, so we'll move on to the business arising for the minutes. So you, Shauna, I guess.
Yeah, just sorry, before we leave that then, for
Yeah.
January 14th, because I'm just aware the reports are due tomorrow and Monday. Do you want me to write a staff report about that, or is Sam
I
preparing
mean,
a
it could just be-
briefing note?
I would just say
or
this,
what's
the following FAQ was developed and placed on the website, and that's the briefing notes to be accepted as information. I don't even think it needs to be presented
Does
or.
it need to be spoken
just-
to, or?
So what's the purpose of coming forward on January 14th? We're gonna talk about that in the closed meeting, is that?
We're coming forward on January, yeah,
Okay, so yeah, maybe we can just discuss both then.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, and then, yeah, there was a whole thing that came out way back in the beginning, which got sent to Sam by one of our counselors, along with the committee.
Okay, we'll address it in some form or other, and make sure everybody has information on it. 5.1?
Yeah, so 5.1, I'll just really quickly, just so the committee knows, there will be some decision points coming soon in regards to the seating in the performance space in the large multipurpose room. We've had a bit of an update just regards the design team has been in touch with the consultant for the seating, and they will likely, in the next few weeks, be bringing in some fabric samples from the plant, so we'll let you know when that's gonna be
Velvet?
happening. Velvet, if you'd like. That is
Red
a-
velvet?
That is a
Hard
option.
wearing, durable, something some little
Oh, you're so
kids
practical.
Yeah.
won't mess up.
That is an option. And then it kind of came up because of the seat sale we had as part of our fundraising campaign. Seats were available for people to purchase with a donor plate for $2,500. And so some decision points around that are going to be coming up with regards to location. So rear of backrest, underside of seat pan, or the armrest, where we might want to put those donor plates.
Armrest is pickleballable.
If we want the armrest, they have to be wood. So just, there are some decisions that will be made that need
And somebody can
to,
sit there during the thing and
They
pick
could.
at it.
we'll have to decide on size and the material of that,
Most of the ones I've
donor
seen have been
plate
on the
as
back.
well, so.
Yes, me too.
So there's a few decision points coming up soon.
They're at, or on the front of the seat when it's
Or on
flipped
the under,
back.
yeah, under the seat, underside of seat pan, that's what they call it, or the rear of the backrest.
Do those,
That's-
do
that's
those,
That's
I
what
know
would
that,
suggest.
but do those fold, those retractable seats,
They flip up,
they do flip
They
up?
flip.
yeah,
The bottom flips up.
they tuck, yeah.
Yeah,
It folds and tucks.
Because when we pull them out, someone has to go through and flip them all down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
but the other, you don't have to go through and flip them down. I mean, where I've seen the plaque on the seat bottom, the seats are up when you go
Yes.
in the aisle, so
So
you're
they're there all
seeing
the
the
time,
names.
So you see it, and then,
Whereas, yeah, whereas they're on the back row, they're there all the time, so
Yeah.
if you're always gonna flip the seats down before people come to the
And they
performance,
never see them.
then you wanna put them on the
Unless they
seat
flip
back.
their own seats.
they could
I didn't
flip
see-
their
I
own
didn't see
seat.
back.
Right?
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I don't
cross
see that as a
bridge when we come
big
to it.
barrier.
Yeah, you have gone to performances where you flip your seat.
Last night, I actually flipped
There
my
you
own
go.
seat.
oh, yeah, no, that's what I said, where they've had the plaques, the seats have always been up when you go in, so that when you're going in, people see the,
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a very-
Is there much reaction for that yet?
I think 3 or so seats, yeah.
Good. Better than nothing. Donor plate, same thing?
yeah, that was what we
Okay.
were.
Same thing, yeah, so that's it for me on that one.
All right, thank you. And I guess we're gonna move on to this new business, and we're gonna move on to a closed meeting. The recommendation is that the Community Center Select Committee move to a closed meeting pursuant to section 90-1-K of the Community Charter. Meetings that may be closed to the public. 90-1 is part of the council meeting may be closed to the public if the subject matter being considered relates to or is in one or more of the following. And we're in section K, which is negotiations and related discussions respecting the proposed provision of a municipal service that are at their preliminary stages and that in the view of the council could reasonably be expected to harm the interest of the municipality if they were held in public.
I move that.
Thank you.
Second.
Good, thanks Allison, all in favor? All right, moving over.